Yo, welcome back to Finbarr's Marsh, a Fortified City, episode 3. We're going to be doing, well, we'll tell you about that in a second. We've done the crypts, the caves, we've done the sewers, with the drainers, the thieves, the temples, the sea trolls. We've done all that. What are we doing today? We're doing basements, we're doing cliffs, and we're doing the main city layout. That's a picture of the basements. And here's today's task, and it's a pretty cool task because we're going to connect the basement level down to the crypts. We can go down to the sewers, but there's no way for the sewers to connect to the crypts. There are some passing through points. If I show you here, 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 here and here, these are passing through points which we have already built in the sewers. We just pass through that point down to this level, the crypts, and the crypts have got 1, 2, exactly the same number, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places where they must connect up into the basement. So up past the sewers, done that. Here is the basements, and the connecting points are in these basements here. So you've got a connecting point here, 1, right here, 2, 3, yep, and then I think there's one right here, 4, and this one up 5. So what do we see here? Let's actually have a look at what we see here. So over here, let's have a look, zoom into this part of the basement map. You've got a general basement here for a tavern, and you've got a basement here for it's a temple, kind of a temple. So if I show you how that links up by coming up a map here, here is the temple, and here is the tavern over here. So we've got a temple. So if I show you, if I draw a line, there is the tavern, there is the temple, and we've got another kind of temple here, number 27, kind of a church thing here. That links down as well. And strangely, there's another link down here with a room you can't actually get to. There's no actual way of getting to that room. So that's maybe a secret room. I don't know why the map drawer has done that. And then underneath the Queen's Castle, I believe it's, yeah, here you can get down to a spot in the basement. So let's go back to the basement level. Yeah, down to this basement. So let's have a look at this part of the map over here. So you've got a basement underneath the Queen's Castle. No, in fact, there it is. There it is. There's the spiral staircase that links down into the crypts as well. So yeah, but we're going to build these basements. So this is I would say this is a food basement underneath the Queen's Castle. We've got a basement underneath the Wizard's Tower here as well, kind of some sort of I don't know, a shrine, I guess. You've got a basement here underneath, which I believe is a hospital. Yeah, this is a hospital basement here. And just over the corner here, you've got a brewery basement. If I undo that, you can see there that, yeah, this one right here, if I zoom in, this is going to be, oops, get rid of you. This is going to be a brewery basement, a tavern basement. No, in fact, it's a brewery. It's somewhere where you would brew, or is it a cooper? It could be a cooper basement, which is a person who makes barrels. I can't quite remember. And then here, let's zoom in on this bit here. We've got quite a few taverns, but taverns have a lot of basements. So we've got a tavern here, here. This is a rich person's house. They've got a secret door. Oh, secret smuggled good. Maybe that's how they got very, very rich as well. And then we've got, I think maybe another tavern basement over in this corner here. We've got a basement here in the bottom left-hand corner, which is the police station. So the police station has some cells. So we're going to have fun building some cells. We're going to have fun building tavern basements with all the beer. If I just undo, and then over here on the right hand side, if I zoom in on this one, this is going to be under the King's Castle, and this is pretty cool because this is going to be a prison. You can see all the cells right here where I guess all the prisoners of the king would be kept, and you'd be pretty unhappy. But we might build a little secret tunnel out of this one to escape from this basement. You never know. Maybe we'll secretly come out here. Look out for that in this video. Alright, so here we go. The map is made by milbysmaps.com. Check out the link to their website, their Patreon as well. I got the permission from the map drawer. His name's Matthew Milby. He is an amazing Dungeons and Dragons map drawer. And we've used World Edit to get the images into Minecraft to make a flat picture using the image command. I'll try and put details about that in the down below as well. I have a link that tells you how the image command works. So here we have the basements. It's quite difficult. Sometimes the pictures end up a little bit garbled when they come into Minecraft, as if they've been scanned in by a bad scanner. But we've got these now with walls, with yellow wool. We stack them down, we dig out the yellow wool, and we can start placing and populating our basements. Now the time lapse doesn't show you very good views, but we'll do little mini tours of each section. So we've got a basement to a shrine there, or a temple, kind of an ordinary basement bottom left there, a tavern basement right here, and a couple of ordinary basements as well, some with links down to crypt. So let's have a good look at what we've just seen. Okay, let's have a look at the first few basements that we have made. I'm actually in the replay mod, so I'm actually able to go through the walls, which should be a bit handy. But this is just a very simple basement indeed. We didn't put too much detail in there, but you can see what we've done on the walls. Lots of mossy cobblestone. We've got lichen and andesite. On to this one over here. This is under a temple. So we've got kind of an underground worshipping place here. Then maybe places here for scrolls, mixture of bookcases, upside down stairs and looms in there. Plenty of cobwebs, of course. And then we did this kind of round every kind of basement entrance where the stairs are. And by the way, this one goes right down into a crypt. This is one of the basements that links down into a crypt, and I always think it's absolutely amazing. So here it is coming down these stairs right into this crypt here, and then as you can see, the crypt is full of little bits of detail. You've got vines, hanging roots, statues, chests and traps as well. So there's loads and loads of detail in these little crypts as well. So we've got that one over here. Sorry, it's not very smooth the way I move. It is replay mod. This is another one that links down to a crypt. So you would come down here into the crypt in this direction, and you get into the crypt like that, and we can kind of fly over it here, investigate it in replay mod as well. Oh, these are the sewers. I did promise to kind of take you guys through the sewers without any... with the roof on, right? You can see how kind of dark and mossy and dank and horrible it is down in these sewers. But anyway, so you can see that basement there bypasses the sewers. You go straight from basement straight through the sewer without being able to get into it, and then down and into the crypt. This is a basement under a tavern or a pub, a bar, a tavern we'll call it. It's a medieval city, it's a tavern. So you can see we've got wine caskets, barrels stacked up, all the things you'd expect to see in a tavern's basement down below there as well. We've got one more to look at over here, just an ordinary little basement, nothing much to that one. And now we're on to the next section. So this is, well, there's a few different basements here, some very, very interesting ones. We've got a cooper's basement, I think someone who makes barrels. We've got a hospital basement, the Queen's Castle basement, kind of the rich one linking down to crypts, and one for food as well. And we've also got kind of the Wizard's Tower basement to do as well. So that's the Cooper's one there. I think we messed that one up slightly by putting too many wine barrels in it. Should have just been resources for building barrels rather than actually big barrels of wine and beer. So that doesn't make sense. This is a hospital one as well. So a hospital basement. Hospital is actually quite big in this map. It's quite a big building. So a medieval hospital. I wonder how efficient and how comfortable patients would have been down in that one. That basement over in the bottom right, which is kind of fairly ordinary. This is the Queen's Castle basement number 1. We've got a good store of wood down here as well, as you can see. And then we decided to put the riches. You know, the Queen would have some coffers, some gold. We've got amethyst down here as well. A good variety of blocks to represent the wealth and the accumulated resources of the Queen. And there's also a link down there, right down through the sewer level and right down into the crypt level as well, the Queen's Castle crypt. Now this is the Queen's Castle basement number 2, and it's all to do with food. So we put plenty of melons and barrels and pumpkins and meat hanging down, and shelves made of extinguished campfires, and you can put lots of meat on them. Makes for some very, very clever shelves, and even an ice room as well. And then this is the basement for the, I can't remember what, this is the Wizard's Tower, I call it. Okay, let me take you around the section we just did. This is another tavern. There we go, little tavern there. Again, same sort of detail. These wine caskets are pretty cool. The builders put a lot of detail into them. You've got barrels and tripwire hooks. You've got spruce stairs and also these big panels, which are made of spruce trapdoors. So really, really crafty. It's either a tavern or a cooper. I think this could be a cooper's. We'll see when we put the next level above. That could be actually a cooper's basement, in which case we've put too much wine and beer down there. It should just be spare barrels. Anyway, what we do have is a hospital basement to do. So again, sorry for the movement being a bit. If I put it on cinematic mode, it's a bit smoother with my movements there. There we go. There's a hospital. So we've got little beds and kind of little platform there for all the experiments you can perform on the patients. All the medical procedures. You've got a filing system down there, some sort of pipe system as well. I'm not quite sure what that is. Plenty of blood on the floor. Steps down into the hospital basement, and then through into here we've got some sort of maybe a boiler or I don't know what I think that is. A furnace or something. You get rid of is it a crematorium? Gross. There's a little basement over here which is for a butcher's shop. This is a butcher's shop basement, and as you can see we've got the meat hanging up there on chains and dripping down. I think someone's put a boiler in the corner as well. I'm not too sure about that, and a little bit of food there as well for that basement. And then we're over here. Oh, we've got this one. No, that's the hospital. This one is, what's this? This is the Queen's Castle basement. So the Queen's Castle basement, as you can see, has got lots and lots of riches in it as well. A good wood store, and then down here is pretty cool as well. We've made this spiral staircase which continues all the way down into our crypt system as well. So if I carefully take you around here, yeah, this is down into our crypts, which we've already seen. As you can see, loads and loads of detail in the crypts. So back up, there we go. I just love seeing that view. Isn't that amazing? You can see all the sewers, all the crypts, everything laid out. It's fantastic. You could do this if you downloaded this map as well, which I'm going to make it available on my Patreon as well. So if you want to download all my maps, including this one, join me on Patreon or become a YouTube channel member. This is also the Queen's Castle basement as well, and it's on the map. It's chocked full of food as well. So on the picture, we've got loads and loads of food. So we put loads and loads of food into this basement, including an ice room as well. A room filled with ice. I'm sorry about the movement. It's just not very steady. We've got this ice, freezing cold room here, keeping everything well preserved. And that's about it. Yep, another food basement over there. And then we've got, this is the basement to the kind of the wizard's tower, or the necromancer, or the kind of just the weird guy that lives in a tower, and he's got kind of a bizarre shrine there as well. Cool, onwards and upwards. Okay, now we're onto a really cool basement indeed. This is under the King's Castle, and the King doesn't really have a very good basement for storing food and so on. But bottom right there is a prison. It was actually really, really fun to build, so I can't wait to show you a good tour of this prison. So let's zoom into it. Here we go. Into the prison we go. What do you think so far? Little prison cells, and kind of in the middle, we made a kind of a tickle room in the middle to persuade the prisoners to give up some information. We kind of tickle them an awful lot, and they tell us all their secrets. It's kind of a nice system. So there we go, kind of a rack maybe to stretch them out. Maybe if they were a little bit, a bit cramped in their cells, need to stretch out a bit. But anyway, there we go. Got a prison. And there's a secret in this prison, a little escape hutch, a little escape hatch, maybe not a hutch, but you put rabbits in hutches, yeah, an escape hatch. Well, we'll have a look at that in just a few seconds' time. And here is the prison. It's a pretty good, it links to this sort of spiral staircase which comes down, gently take you down. A little sleeping area here for the guards, and then through here into the actual meat of the prison. And you can see we've got a bit of humour here. I think we've got Corrales Rehabilitation Soul Starer as well. We've got the Cutter 3000. You're going to hang your victims from there. And we've got little cells as well for all the prisoners. Now this cell over here kind of has, one of the cells has a bit of a secret Which one is it? Which one has the secret? Is it this one here? One of these cells. Ah, it could be this cell here. Yeah, if you manage, look, they've dug down into the wall here. Sneaky prisoners. And if we go down and into this, I think if you're able to kind of, you know, that kind of crawl fly thing you can do in the game, you can come along here. I think you have to make a turn right about here. This is awkward in replay mod, but I am able to kind of quickly show you things and dive through. That is the prison cell is still above us, and then we turn here. Oh my goodness, this goes a long way. It's kind of skirting. Oh, have we lost it? Yeah, it's skirting the temple. By the way, we dug out more of this temple under here and made this a bit bigger and raised the roof a little bit. So hopefully you like that. So where's my tunnel again? We've got this little escape tunnel. I've lost my escape tunnel. I wouldn't be a very good escapee. Here we go. Here we go. We escape along this tunnel here. And we emerge at this sewer. There we go. A little escape tunnel for the prisoners. What do you think about that? Quite sneaky. Again, sorry about the shaky camera, but I am able to dive right through the land when we do that. Maybe I could have used spectator mode instead. There we go. Comfy prisoners. Got a hay bed. That's a pretty big cell, actually. You wouldn't mind having that one, would you? Not too bad as well. Okay, let's crack on. We've got a few more basements to dig out. Okay, a couple of little basements here to get out the way. A tavern, an ordinary basement, just very, very ordinary. And then this one is a fairly rich person's house, I believe. And it's got a link all the way down to a crypt as well. But we'll zoom back out and you can get kind of an overview of what we've got left to do. Just a few more basements. The diagonal ones, very, very tricky indeed. The ones in the middle here, not too bad at all. Again, more kind of rich houses. We've got a few taverns to do, a bakery basement. Bottom left is a constabulary, a place where the police would have some prison cells underneath their police station. Another tavern, and then a rich house at the top there with a secret compartment to their basement as well. So we lined them with stone bricks. We put yellow wool to mark out the floors. We stacked them down about 5 blocks, and yeah, the whole basement section was about 6 blocks high. So we've got 6 blocks for the sewers, and about 6 blocks for the basements, and about 5 blocks for the crypts as well. So the whole cliff is about 17 or 18 blocks high. What do you put in your basement? Well, we've got scaffolding, we've got kelp, we've got barrels, we've got chests, we've got... Literally, we just went through the whole inventory in Minecraft and thought, yeah, that would kind of fit down into a basement. This is the constabulary, bottom left. We've got a prison cell. We even gave them a toilet as well. In the middle here, I think, is a tavern. So maybe the police come and have a sneaky beer in the tavern. So there's plenty of wine and barrels down there, easy peasy. This one, I believe, is a baker. Yeah, that's a baker. So we've got, we put sandstone and we put spruce trapdoors around it, and that represents big bags of flour. This is the rich person's house. I can't remember what the name of this residence is, the name of the person who lives here, but it's a very rich basement with a secret door to a secret part of the basement where you would keep all your, well, very secret wealth you don't want anyone ever to find about, even if they went down into your basement. Let's have a good look around what we've just done. So from the prison, we can fly over to a little diagonal. I think it's a tavern basement as well. Right there, usual kind of taverny things in there. And then over here, a little basement with some wood stacked up. I don't think there's anything else much more interesting in that basement. Pretty ordinary basement. This one over here is, I think, is a fairly rich person's basement. And there's not much inside this basement, maybe room for your servants to sleep in there. But this one also connects down into a crypt system down there as well. So that's one of the basements that connects to the crypt. So a few more kind of ordinary looking basements over here, some with food, some with just ordinary storage materials. Don't need to spend too much time on them. That one there connects to a crypt as well. I'll just quickly take you down and show you how this basement connects into this crypt as well, down into here. Follow the route down, and yeah, you're suddenly inside one of our crypts, linking all the way down. I just love it. I love how this whole map just links together. This is the constabulary, the police station basement. And this one's got a prison cell. We actually gave them a bathroom as well. And this bathroom kind of just drains, not a bathroom, but a toilet, really. It just drains down there. And then can I just skip along here? That drains, as you can see, all the way into the sewer. But there's no way to escape. It is kind of half size. There we go. And then over here, we've got another tavern basement like that. Boom, 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 boom. And then over here, sorry, the controls are kind of backwards to what I'm expecting them to be. I'm kind of having to reverse all my my mouse and keyboard commands. And that is a basement for bakers. It's a baker's basement. And this is a rich person's basement. And in this rich person's basement, you've actually got a secret door as well. Not only do they have loads of riches here, but look, little pressure plates there let you through into a secret corridor and then round into, look at this place. They're just cramming the whole place full of all their secret riches, which they have managed to squirrel away in their secret basement. So there we go. That is all the basements done. Now we're going to do the cliffs on the side, and we're going to put the streets down as well on top and kind of map out all the walls for all the buildings above. So I'm going to stick some music on, sit back, relax, enjoy the cliffs and the streets. So this is where we've got to so far. What do you think? I absolutely love the layout. Now, the path, as you can see, we've made it out of stone bricks, andesite, gravel, mossy cobblestone, tough block, mossy stone bricks as well. Some of the back paths are pretty nice as well, kind of laid out kind of differently, more rubbly. That was Gibby's idea, so well done to Gibby. So quickly take you around some of the buildings. This is the police station, and the police station has the basement. I know you've seen this already, but there's the basement and the toilet. Remember, I showed you that just a few seconds ago. There's also a poopy place for the police as well, and it goes right down into the sewers. We might do more of that as well. And in the street as well, we might just go, hey, the sewer passes right under here, and we'll just dig down and we'll find the sewer. No, that was a big guess, but we're going to be having drains in the middle of the street there, and those drains are going to drain right into the sewer, but we need to know where the sewer is, so we have to overlap the plans. It's quite complicated, but these are the kind of things we're going to be doing. This is going to be a bakery right here. Remember the bakery basement we just did? There is the flour in there, so everything is kind of linking up as well. And here's a rich person's house, and then this one here probably is one of the ones that links down to a crypt, is it? No, I can't remember which one's linked down to crypts these days. It is very confusing. You have to remember which, this shrine definitely links down into a crypt. I'm sure we have shown you this like a million times. Yeah, that's one of the ones that links down into a crypt. So we've got this shrine to do as well, or church, or religious building, or a temple, whatever you would call it like that. What else stands out? We've got the rich person's house there. I think this is the one with the hidden door in their basement. Yeah, this is the one with the secret door where you have to come along like that, and it opens up, and you're through into the rich person's kind of basement. Anyway, we'll just jump up from there. We've got a theater right here. Very, very cool. We're going to have trees, a warehouse, a big tower, kind of ordinary buildings here. We've got a gate post, a big wall to build around the whole thing as well. Queen's Castle, King's Castle over there. Some of these are like barber shops and taverns. There's another tavern somewhere. Where is there a tavern? This is a tavern right here. Definitely a tavern because it's got a basement here down into the tavern. There we go, tavern basement. What else have we got, which is a highlight? We've got a brewery here, so we've got to build that, and then a cooper's here. This is the cooper, makes barrels, and then this is the hospital basement. We can show you the hospital basement again. Through here, filing system, lots of beds, lots of medicine. Hopefully you'll get better again. Hopefully you get seen again if you go into the hospital. If you've been sick recently, sorry if that brought back memories. I do apologize. This is that's not so interesting. Let's show you the prison. So the prison is accessible through the king's castle. Here we go. So this is what I just showed you, but it's a kind of an easier, steadier view you've got just now. And I didn't show you around here. Here we go. We've got another little prison cell back there. I don't know quite why we've got a shroom light there. I don't quite like that. But we did have an upside down villager hanging down there. That's kind of annoying. Why didn't... I wonder where he's gone. You could put a dinner bone upside down villager there, and he gets a bit of a headache as well. But here is the... I think this is the one where you can sneak down. I might just do it for real. How do you... I don't know how you do it. I wouldn't escape. I just wouldn't escape. I can't remember how you do that, how you crouch down. We've got stables there, barracks to build right here. Fairly rich person's house right here. I think they've got a decent basement as well. Yeah, very, very, very good basement here for this rich person. Oh, what is through here? Budget Narnia. What? Okay, the guys have been busy building some weird stuff, which I didn't even know. Why do we have a budget Narnia, guys? Can we answer that, please? Why do we have a budget Narnia? I've got warehouses here, rich person's house. I think this is like hairdressers and barbers and coopers and more taverns and maybe a brothel and all sorts of weird and wonderful things. We've got a fountain to build here and a statue to build here. And we do need to link up to the sewers below, I think. Awesome project. We're going to be building walls next. We're going to be building gate posts next as well. And then we're starting to build up some of the buildings in the city. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I know a lot of you have been appreciating the detail we've been putting into this place. It's going to be the ultimate fortified city, downloadable as well to YouTube channel members and Patreon. So check out the links below. Thank you so much for watching for now. Take care. Ciao, ciao. And the blocks be with you.